Svajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
So we heard both about Bhagavad Gita and about the Hare Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna speaks about dharma, karma, bhakti, yoga, and many other important terms. Within Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna also states, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. The great devotees always chant Kirtan, now me. So anyway, we just want to state that this chanting of Hare Krishna is the ultimate conclusion of Bhagavad Gita and all the Shastras. We just want to state that chanting Hare Krishna is the ultimate conclusion of Bhagavad Gita and of all the Shastras. There are many religious processes, such as worshipping in the temple, archana and puja, yajna, meditation, dhyana. There are prescribed duties that everyone is supposed to follow. Some people become very learned, they study the Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda, Samaveda. But all the Vedic processes are concentrated in the chanting of the holy names of Krishna, especially the Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore, the Hare Krishna mantra is called the Mahamantra. There are many, many mantras in the Vedas, and there are many, many processes given in the Vedas. But there is nothing better than the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, especially in this Kali Yuga. People in Kali Yuga, they cannot perform dhyana. You see, they can't even sit down for 2 minutes to listen to a few words of lecture. Mind is too disturbed to perform dhyana. And no one can perform yajna in the proper way that it was previously done. But everyone can chant Hare Krishna. It doesn't matter whether you are highly educated or uneducated. It doesn't matter whether you are from a very rich family or a very poor family. It doesn't matter. There's no consideration of caste, high caste, low caste, no such thing. Even people who are very sinful can chant Hare Krishna. And by chanting Hare Krishna, they will stop being sinful. This is practical. So many people from the Western countries, they have taken up the chanting of Hare Krishna. At least in India, people know something about Krishna. But in the Western countries, prior to Srila Prabhupada going there, no one had even heard the name of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada, by presenting the Vedic conclusions in a very logical and scientific way, was able to convince Western people to chant Hare Krishna. And people throughout their whole life who had never heard of Krishna, who throughout their whole life they only knew meat eating, illicit sex, intoxication and gambling, they started to chant Hare Krishna. And by chanting Hare Krishna, many people from the Western countries have given up their bad habits and have become saintly people. Unfortunately, by the influence of Kali Yuga, India has become, in many ways, like the West. Just when we were driving here, we saw so many men crowded around the liquor shop. Previously, in Indian culture, it was considered very sinful to drink liquor. That was considered only for the very worst class of person. But now it has become a very common thing. And it is of no benefit to the society. What is the benefit if people get drunk? Out of drinking, only what comes out of that? Fighting and road accidents, that's all. So in the same way, in India, previously, meat eating was not very widespread, now it's very widespread. They advertised that This is bogus. You see this Krishna Das, who's translating here, he's a full vegetarian. He doesn't look very unhealthy. In fact, in the Western countries, many people are becoming vegetarian because they know that meat eating is unhealthy. Meat eating causes so many diseases. And apart from that, it's very bad karma. You get bad karmic reaction. So we are recommending put Krishna in the center of your life. Put Krishna in the center of your life. Lead a pure life. Shuddha Jivan. Pure life. People, they're eating meat, drinking wine. Why? Because there's no satisfaction, no Atma Santushti. People watch TV. There's nothing. TV is simply increasing calm, gold and gold. So we are recommending come to a higher level of consciousness. You see in the village there are so many buffaloes and pigs wandering here and there. The human being is supposed to be of a higher consciousness than the buffalo and the pigs. The buffalo and the pigs, they're simply looking, where is some food? And from time to time they engage in some sex life and then they make some baby buffaloes and pigs. So I don't see that much difference between the average buffalo, the average pig and the average human being. Because the human being, they have no higher aim of life. Even if they go to the church or the temple or the masjid, they simply pray to God, dear God, give me a chance to enjoy it like a buffalo or a pig. Actually, India is the land of the highest teaching and the highest culture. This is the land of the great rishis. Vikasa is the greatest rishi. Krishna, Rama, the person who came here. And so many great temples have been constructed. So many great poets have glorified Krishna and Rama. In Tamil Nadu, the Alvas are very famous. Ramanuja, Vedanta Deshika, Kamban. Tyagaraja is also in Tamil Nadu, he wrote in Telugu. And all over India, there have so many great poets have glorified Krishna and Rama and Vishnu. Because people knew that human life is meant for God realization. So real human civilization means to live simply but with high consciousness. Understanding that we shall not live very long. How long can you expect to live? Maybe 70 years, 80 years. After that, what will happen? If we do not develop God consciousness, then we will have to become a buffalo or a pig or a dog or a cat. Therefore, instead of trying to work hard and get more money and a bigger house, we should try to become Krishna conscious. This idea that I have to get more and more money and a big TV and a big car, this is just diverting us from the real purpose of life. We got this human life after many, many births. Having got this human birth, we should do whatever is required so that we don't have to get born again. In other words, we should take spiritual life very seriously. To make sure that we don't get born again, we have to concentrate our consciousness on Krishna. And to do that, we have to take up the Bhakti Yoga sadhana. That centers on chanting the Hare Krishna. It's a very simple thing to do. Just chant on beads, that's all. Simply chant on the beads the Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We simply have to repeatedly chant this. This is japa. This will purify the consciousness. At the present time, our consciousness is very disturbed. But by chanting daily the Hare Krishna mantra, gradually the mind will become peaceful. You will become free from the gross effects of karma, krodha, and lobha. And we will gradually come to realize the presence of Krishna in our lives. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. He is the Supreme Controller. He is our Supreme Friend. He is situated in everyone's heart. We have so many relations with our mother, father, husband, wife, children, and so on. But these relationships are all temporary. We've had millions of mothers and fathers, and millions of births. But our real, permanent relationship is with Krishna. So everything becomes clear by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. We are simply requesting you to take this chanting of Hare Krishna very seriously and lead a pure life. Don't spoil your life with sinful activities. Eating meat will not help you. It will contaminate your consciousness. Similarly, taking liquor is very sinful. So just try to understand. We are eternal parts and parcels of Krishna. We have to live in this world. We have to do something in this world. Some people are farmers. Some people are office workers. Some people are teachers. Some are businessmen. Some are housewives. But whatever we do, we should set time aside for cultivating remembrance of Krishna. Principally by chanting this mantra. This chanting Hare Krishna will help us in ways which we cannot imagine. It is not describable in material terms. It is not describable in material terms. So this is our request. Simple request. Please chant Hare Krishna, lead a pure life, study Bhagavad Gita as it is. Take up this process of Bhakti. Make Krishna the center of our life, and our life will be perfect in all respects. Say everybody.
He is asking about who are these horses on the chariot of Arjuna in the Kurukshetra. Horses in the chariot. Who are these personalities?
Say it. In Krishna Lila, there are literally millions of horses. The Nadu dynasty means the descendants or the children of Krishna. That in itself is some more than one. Krishna himself had more than 1 lakh children. In Vrindavan, Krishna had many cows. So all the jivas, whether in human form or animal form, that are connected or taking part in Krishna Lila are all very pure souls. But they're not all described in great detail in Shastra. Only the principal devotees in Krishna Lila are described. So maybe if you are interested and you become a very pure devotee, you will have the opportunity to serve in the future life. You will serve the horses that pull our journey. So also require humans to look after them. There are also humans who are required to look after the horses, to feed them, to bathe them. Any other question? Always want to be
He's asking that all are suffering because of suffering because our previous karma. If this karma, then many people they think in the name of karma, they misuse, they say, because I did karma, bad karma, now I am doing bad things. So all these things really is there.
No, we have to. Did you say it? No, we are not forced to act in a bad way. We can choose to either do good or bad. That's why we recommend associate with sadhu, satsang. We associate with good people, we are likely to do good things. If we associate with bad people, we are likely to do bad things. So it's no excuse to say that, well, I have a bad karma, therefore I'm acting in a bad way. If you murder someone, the judge in the court will not say, will not accept and believe that you did being caused by your karmic reaction. And nor will Yamaraj accept it. Fortunately, the way to get free from all sinful reactions is to chant Hare Krishna. So please chant Hare Krishna. Don't do any more sin. Don't think I will chant